Hi everyone, welcome back to Matt Chat. I am your host Matt, and with me as always.
And I'm Taylor.
Thanks for interrupting me.
As always.
I was in the middle of speaking.
I apologize.
Yeah, okay.
Don't
Sure.
don't be mad.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so we have things to talk about as usual. We are going to be talking about we got about 3 or 4 things to talk about as always, and
And I didn't make a list, so I'm hoping you have them
I'm
all written
I'm
down.
I'm stuttering. I'm
You're-
repeating myself. Damn it. I'm
It's
sorry.
it's all good, man. It's all good.
No, so I guess before we begin to that, I've been doing pretty good. I got the school and life and work.
Meh.
Barely in work actually.
Meh.
I don't know. How have you been, Taylor?
Have I been?
Yes.
Are you asking how I've been?
Yes. How have you been, Taylor?
You know what? That doesn't even deserve an answer.
I apologize. Now, how have you been?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I've been okay. I got accepted to ASU. Yay!
Yay!
So I'm going to ASU next semester. Hooray! If you guys want to come creep on me, you're more than welcome to, but at least be hot.
Are you gonna be still with your parents, or are you gonna be in a?
No, I am looking for apartments actually this weekend.
Oh, nice. Everyone seems to be moving to apartments.
I don't want to live with my parents. I'm 21, dude. I want to go home.
Well, I bet we can actually do things actually we can go to your house instead of you coming to my house and hang out. We don't have to be
Dude.
at my house only.
We can actually do things.
Yes, we can actually do things.
Oh my god. We can do things.
Oh my god. All right, I don't think our audience wants to hear us ramble about our miserable lives while we still live
Well,
with our
they're
parents.
not miserable. Only yours is. Mine's looking pretty hot right now, so.
Soon, not yet though. Okay, so first things first on the agenda. Over the weekend, I believe. I think it was on Saturday or Sunday, somewhere around there. New Pokemon information has cropped up. So 4 new Pokemon have been revealed. First off, this is coming from a site called Cube 3.
Cube 3. We'll put the link below so
Yes.
you guys can look at it yourself.
I found this on other sites, but this one seems to be kind of this one's pretty good. So anyways, so the first Pokemon is going to be Yaya Koma. This is a bird Pokemon, obviously. At some point they had to reveal the bird Pokemon. For
Of
you
course.
bird fans like Taylor.
What? I'm not a bird fan. I like the OG birds.
I thought we would discuss
I like
this.
Spearow
I thought we
and
discussed this last
Pidgeotto.
week. You were the bird you were the bird trainer before bird trainers were cool.
That's right.
See, told you.
Boom shakalaka.
So I guess description is it's a normal flying and it has a beautiful voice that can use flame charge. So that's pretty cool. It's a bird Pokemon with flame. You can use fire.
abilities.
Yes, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually been a bird. Well, besides Moltres, obviously.
Obviously.
But I don't
Yeah,
think
there's
there's
not-
been any other Pokemon.
Not
that's
too many.
had-
No, all of them.
Well, see, here's the thing I'm confused about though. Reading this description,
Yeah, it's normal flying.
it's normal flying type, but it can use flame charge.
I don't.
First off, why would it use flame charge if it's not a fire Pokemon?
Yeah.
There's no need for flame charge to be involved,
That's true.
unless he's strictly fire type. But obviously,
There's no
as said in the
fire. Yeah.
description, he's not.
No. I don't know.
So it's
Maybe it's like a special ability. I don't know. Whatever.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's like a wait. Is flame charge like a?
I don't know. I think that was obviously put in after my time with Pokemon. So I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even I've been playing Soul Silver and Heart Gold, and I haven't had any Pokemon on Flame Charge. So I don't know.
Well, is flame charge is just an ability that's like automatically equipped with a Pokemon, right?
Like it's yeah, it's something that
Kinda
I don't
like
I
how-
don't know. I actually I
Kind
don't
of
know.
like kind of like how Pikachu has static, so whenever someone hits him, they might be able to be paralyzed, kind of thing.
Yeah. Not
Okay,
really. I don't
okay.
know. Oh, we'll
Maybe.
see when it comes out. Maybe it's just like maybe they'll add on the flyer later, so it
Yeah,
makes more
maybe.
sense. Maybe.
Maybe. You go ahead and
Um.
continue on your conversation. I'm gonna Google that.
Okay. So next up, we got Yancham, who's the naughty Pokemon. This is actually kind of cool. This is actually a panda Pokemon, which
He's
is
so
awesome.
cute.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool.
He reminds me
Um.
of Teddy Ursa.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Only more panda-like.
indeed, indeed.
um. So this is a fighting type Pokemon. It learns a new move called Pardon Remark that lowers the opponent's stats and forces a switch. So it's like, yeah, you're done. Next Pokemon.
Wait. It's able to.
When it hits it with Pardon Remark, it lowers the opponent's stats, and then it's forced to switch with another Pokemon. It's kind of like think of it like what was it, Gust, kind of.
Yeah,
Was it? No, it wasn't Gust. It was
whirlwind.
Whirlwind. Thank you. Similar to that a little bit. Um, let's see. The third Pokemon is Go-Goat. It's a grass type, and this can actually be used as a mount. I think in certain areas. I believe it says it's being across the overworld. It's capable of learning Horn Leech, but I heard someone else mention that it's only going to be able to be mounted on in certain areas. I think this he said in the cities. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I would actually prefer the whole being running around anywhere kind of deal.
Well, especially if he's a goat uh, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
why would
he's pretty
he?
big. There's a picture of it in the magazine where all this information's coming from. There's also a picture of the new Pokédex, by the way, and it looks like kind of looks like a fold out tablet like
It's like
screen.
looks like a hologram
Yeah, like a
kind of
hologram,
like a
and
holodeck or something.
yeah, it's like a it's like a little square at first, and then like I guess when you use it, it like opens up into like a rectangle, and then like the screen in the middle looks like kind of like a hologram thing. So it looks pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool, yeah.
So going back to the last Pokemon that was introduced was I'm not sure how to pronounce this one. Eli Kitar
Electuru.
Electoro. It's a lizard
Electru-
Pokemon, and it's a electric normal type. It's capable of learning the new move called Parabola.
Parabola.
Parabola, thank you. Parabola charge, and it's self heals while damaging the opponent. So it basically healed itself while still attacking its opponent and causing damage.
Which sounds super cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool if like Pikachu learned that.
And for those of you who don't, again, I know this is a little late to explain it, but for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, this is the new Pokemon that's going to
Yes,
be introduced in Pokemon X and Y for the Nintendo 3DS.
yes. These are basically these four Pokemon is gonna that adds up to six revealed Pokemon already. Um, the other two we'll get into in a second here. The other two news that came out of this magazine was um, you get to be able to customize your trainer this time. Not too much customization though. You're still pretty much gonna look the same, but you get to change the hair color and the skin shade. So you can have like a darker skin character or like a blonde hair character over a dark hair character. Um, and this is for both boy and girl. And then the main city, I guess, or main hub is going to be it's called Mir Mirai
Looks like Miar.
Miar or something. The
Miar.
this region is actually based off of Paris, which is I guess makes sense with the main city being Miar, because that sounds a little French to me. So
Yeah. Yeah, I never spoke French, but
yeah,
I'd
neither
say so.
have I. So yeah, there. I mean, because wasn't Black and White based off New York or something like that?
Black and white. It was like I think it was like Chicago. That's what it was based
I
off
thought it
of.
was New York. One of them was based off New York. I'm pretty sure it was
You know,
Black and White, but
I'm gonna Google that too,
okay, please do.
Matthew.
What about the other thing you Googled? Would you?
Oh, I already did. That's right. Flame Charge. We were talking about that for the first Pokemon. It was by the name, or that's the bird type, the Robin.
Hmm.
Um, Yeah, Yakuma. Flame Charge was introduced in looks like Pokemon Black and White, and it's a fire physical attack. Yeah, it was introduced in Generation 5, and it was only obtainable by TM43.
So pretty much the people who play Black and White already know this. So we
Yeah.
apologize. I don't. Neither
And
of us have played Black and White.
yeah,
So
I haven't played all the way through um, Black and White, so I'm still working my way through the game. It's a difficult game. Don't get
yes,
me wrong.
yeah,
It's a lot of fun though.
they've gotten harder,
They
which
really
is good.
have. They really have.
I'm like I think I've mentioned this before, but playing through Soul Silver, um, it's a lot harder than I remember. I was just playing. I was like, I don't remember Silver being this hard. Like I remember I got through it pretty quickly and pretty
Hmm.
easily. So I don't know what's going on now. I'm like, I have to keep like I have to keep stopping what I'm doing and just like farm for experience for my Pokemon,
Yeah,
just to be able to beat the next. I mean, and you had to do that before, but not as much as I am now. It's really weird.
exactly. And I made a mistake. Flame Charge can be equipped by leveling up certain Pokemon.
Okay,
It looks like there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
you mean
7,
learned?
10, 11,
It's
12,
technically
13.
called learn,
Yeah,
like
learn.
learning.
Excuse me. It can be
It's not Final
learned
Fantasy.
by sorry
That's okay.
by 13 different Pokemon,
Hmm.
and all the other Pokemon that can be equipped, that it can be learned or taught to. Excuse me. Can or is all TM, but the Pokemon that can learn them through leveling up are Ponyta, Rapidash, Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion,
Pretty much flame Pokemon,
Victini,
fire
Tepig,
Pokemon,
Pignite, Emboar, Blitzel, Zebstrike,
or rather a good
Larvesta, and Genesect.
so a good amount of the fire Pokemon. Wait,
Yeah, very.
why Genesect? You mean
It's a
Genesect?
Genesect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why him? I didn't know he was a fire Pokemon.
He's a Bug Steel type, and I'm not quite sure why, but he can learn it at level 18. So,
Well, it probably has something to do with yeah, Yakuma also being able to learn it. Maybe I don't know.
but turns out he can also learn it via TM. So
Hmm.
riddle me this.
It's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, anyways, the other two Pokemon, I don't know if we've talked about this before. I think we did with me and Cody. I think when Cody was we tried to get Cody on, but we the other two that been revealed. Well, other than the starters, actually with the starters, I guess was 9 Pokemon have been revealed now. The starter Pokemons have been revealed, which I'm pretty sure most of you already know by now. Um, and then the other two that were revealed was a new Eevee evolution. Um,
Yep.
was it Sylveon?
Yeah, it looks like a
Sylveon or something. That's what.
it's a fire type, isn't it?
No, they don't know what type it is yet. They haven't. A lot of people have been speculating it's normal or it's like a fairy Pokemon, which would make a lot of sense because it's pink. But I don't know. They haven't revealed the type yet. Um, and then we're gonna be able to see it in the new Pokemon movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that was revealed around the same time was a new Mewtwo. People were speculating that it was like Mew 3 or something. Like it's just another it's another Mewtwo. But then it was revealed in a new trailer that it was actually basically Mewtwo evolves into this new form or something. He changes in this new form. I don't know if
Which shouldn't
it shouldn't.
happen.
It's because Mewtwo is a legendary.
Leave Mewtwo
Right?
alone.
Like he doesn't need a new form. It didn't make much sense to me. I don't know. I kind of like the design though, but at the same time, I'm just like, it doesn't. You don't need it. Why? I don't understand. My
I
only
don't know.
my only theory is that just trying to bring Mewtwo back, and give him new design. So like newer Pokemon, like people who are new to Pokemon, still like it's so relevant to them. I'm thinking.
I
Kind
guess.
of the
I
same way
guess.
with superheroes when they when they change stories and stuff, so it's more relevant, you know,
But
retcon things.
but see if okay, so if supposedly this is a new form, quote unquote,
Yes.
of Mewtwo. Um, Whenever people say, "Oh, it's a new form of this Pokemon," that technically means the Pokemon never evolved in the first place. It's just a different version of the original Pokemon form,
Mm-hmm.
which reminds me a lot of Deoxys or Deoxys or however
Deoxys.
you pronounce it.
Deoxys.
He had three different forms. He had the
Yes.
defense form, he had the speed form, and he
That's
had his
probably what
normal.
they're. Maybe that's what they're doing, and maybe they're doing that with Mewtwo. Maybe something similar to it.
No, they should not
They shouldn't.
touch
No.
the originals.
No, they shouldn't.
It's okay to add on to the
Yeah.
originals, like what they're doing with Eevee. How Eevee has,
He's getting new
he's getting
evolution,
more and more and more evolutions,
and
which is
like they
fun.
added and they added Magmar and Electabuzz got an evolution. They got
Yeah,
they got they evolved into.
I can't think of their names. I can see what they look like,
And I know that
but I can't.
In Gen 2 they got baby Pokemon, so they get a pre-evolution too.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
it's cool that they're doing it. Don't get me wrong. I
yeah,
think it's good that they're bringing back the older generation into the newer generation,
yes,
but they shouldn't be tinkering with what was already
yeah, they
awesome. You know
shouldn't.
what I
Oh,
mean?
but this is again, we're gonna see this in the new movie because the new movie is about Mewtwo returning.
Yeah.
Um, so
Mewtwo returns again for the third time.
yeah, the other two times were it was in the movie. Um,
Mewtwo Strikes Back, which is Pokemon the first movie,
yes, and then you saw
and then Mewtwo
Mewtwo
Returns, which is
in
like the sixth movie.
no, it's not. It's actually a an episode. Yeah, it's an
Mewtwo
episode.
Returns,
Yeah, it was like a special for Mewtwo. It was kind of like a follow up on the movie. They
which was terrible, by the way.
um
That was a terrible, terrible movie slash episode slash
the
special.
one where they're on top of that mountain thing and there's like a
Yeah.
spring. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That was an episode of the anime. That wasn't a movie.
First time I heard of it was when I was on DVD. So
Yeah, well, because it was
shows
a
you how
special.
often I
So
watch Pokemon.
well, I had actually watched it like a month or two ago, I think, when it was kind of when the whole Mew 3 or whatever this new form was revealed, and I found out that there was a special that like I never saw, so I watched it. And I didn't thought it was that bad. Um,
And that reminds me, what are they gonna call him? Do they have a name for him yet?
for the new form,
The
no,
new Mewtwo. Yeah.
no, not yet.
Please do not call him Mew 3.
I know, right?
Please do not call him Mew 3.
If anything, it'll probably still be called Mewtwo. It's just the new form. He's like smaller too. He's like shorter.
Call him Mew 2.0.
He's like smaller in stature and everything.
Yeah, yeah. He looks cool though.
He's bigger.
He's a
He's
cool
still
looking
bigger than
Pokemon.
Mewtwo, but he's like smaller than his original form.
He's not as buff.
Because Mewtwo was like
He looks
human
older.
size too, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Mewtwo
he's
was a
like
little bit. He was a little bit bigger than Ash, if I'm not mistaken.
he's about
After
the same
Full
size or
Focus.
somewhere around there. So he's
Yeah,
like smaller than Ash now,
yeah.
and
So
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll have to see when the game
He
comes
looks
out.
cool, but I don't know. I just don't.
Design's okay. Anyways,
Um,
let's move on from Pokemon unless there's anything else we want to talk about.
but
What?
Eevee,
Oh, the Eevee evolution, yes, it's Sylveon.
Eevee,
For what
Eevee is
everyone's been
so.
calling him Sylveon. Again, this is something they haven't said a name. This is what everyone here in the U.S. are calling it, because it does make sense and it goes along with the rest of the names. Um, they haven't. There's no information other than that it's like a bigger pink Eevee, and it's got this. Um, I guess there's an attack where it uses its like bow, it's like the strands of its bow, I guess, which is like around its neck, and like it uses it to attack or something like that, and it's
Yeah,
gonna be in
it's
the movie, because with all I believe with all the Pokemon movies, there's like a Pikachu short in the beginning, right?
At all the Pokemon, most of the Pokemon
Oh,
movies.
well,
they have
most of them.
those.
There's a Pikachu short. Well, there's gonna be a Pikachu short in this new movie, and Sylveon is gonna be in it. So It'll probably be a
Well,
while before we see that movie though, because it's I don't even think it's in Japan yet. So
this is gonna be driving me nuts though. I want to know what type
we're just gonna have to wait, dude.
Sylveon
Either
is.
in either when the movie comes out here, or when the game comes out, whichever one comes first.
Well, let's go ahead and bring down like let's talk about the different evolutions first.
Okay. Well,
So in the first generation, there was Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon,
yes,
which are water, electric, and
and
fire
fire.
types.
Yes.
And the only way you can evolve Eevee is if you use a
I
special stone
yes.
towards Eevee to evolve him.
Yeah. Uh,
So that was generation one.
Gen
In
two
generation,
it
I
was
think it was generation
it was
three.
no, it was
when they
generation two.
introduced these.
Nope, it was two. It's in they were both in silver and gold. It was um Espeon and Umbreon.
Umbreon.
Uh, Espeon, it evolved during the day, and actually, depending on if you're playing Silver or Soul Silver or Gold or Heart Gold, whatever, I think it was if you got to a certain if you got in Silver and Gold, if you got to a certain level, he would evolve. They would have Eevee would evolve, and
Hmm.
depending on what time of day was what he would evolve into. So if it was yeah, during the day it would be Espeon, which is a psychic Pokemon, or if it was at night it would be Umbreon, and of course it would be Dark type. Um, so yeah, more night and day exclusive Pokemon, yay. Um,
Yay!
um, so and then Soul Silver and Heart Gold, it actually not only do you have to have a certain level, but you have to have your friendship level or the love whatever it was like how much your Pokemon loves you. You have to have that 100% and at a certain level, and then again it has to be at a certain like during the day or at night. So
Hmm.
so it's a
Hmm.
little bit more to do to get them and Gen 2 and the newer silver and gold, but so I don't remember after that. I don't know when the other two came about.
That was generation four.
Was it
That was
Generation
in
4?
black and white.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And it was Glaceon and Leafeon.
yes.
One was ice, one was grass.
Yes.
Um, for the record, Leafeon is freaking awesome
I never used them.
because
So
he's like
how did you get them?
I think you just use is it Leaf Stone or
I don't know. Like I said, I never
uh,
played black and white.
crap. It's a certain kind of stone you use. It's an evolution stone that you use towards Leafeon.
I think about it. I don't even know if I
And
even played the fourth. What was the fourth gen Pokemon?
fourth gen was I'm blanking out. Why am I blanking out this much this afternoon? What's going on? Hold on. I'm gonna. Crap.
Taylor hasn't had his Mountain Dew today, so.
I had no Mountain Dew this afternoon, so I'm just barely holding on to it. So I apologize. Let's see
Doesn't have
here.
his happy juice.
My happy juice. Pokemon starters. Here we go. Let's see all the generations here. All of the generations. Oh, it was Tepig, Snivy,
Well,
and
okay, well, but what was the actual name of the
Oshawott.
Pokemon though? Like, what was it? Like, it was a Pokemon. Wasn't Diamond or something? Diamond Pearl was fourth
Generation
gen.
4?
Yeah.
It's Generation 5 then. Sorry.
Generation 5 is black and white.
Yeah, Generation 5 is when they introduced Leafeon and
Okay.
Glaceon. I was thinking
Generation
this new
4
one coming
was
out was Generation
yeah, but
5.
Generation 4 is Diamond Pearl, right?
Yeah,
And before that was
it was the
this
it was Sapphire and
Sapphire.
Ruby,
Yeah, Sapphire
and then Gold and Silver,
mhm.
and then Red,
Which
Yellow,
I'm
and Blue.
playing. I think I'm playing Sapphire, and I have the. Sorry if people are against piracy, but I don't have the means of actually playing the game, so I got the emulator of because I really wanted to play it.
I think the emulator is just as good, to be completely
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, it's just fine. It's just it's technically piracy.
It's not
Technically,
as classic,
no, not
but
as
it's the
classic.
same thing.
No. Yeah, I know.
So, all
Um,
right, Matt. Well, I gotta ask you this.
I actually don't know if I still have
Out
those.
of all the generations, who was your favorite fire starter?
Ooh, cause I did play. Which one's the fire monkey? The
Chimchar?
Chimchar. Okay, yeah, that was Generation 3, right?
That was Generation 4.
Was
Generation
it
3
4?
was Torchic.
Then maybe I did play. Yeah, that's right. Okay, maybe I did play a little bit of
Black and white.
not black and white. Diamond
Or
Pearl. Maybe I did play a little bit of that then. Cause I remember I had Chimchar in one of my games. Um. So, it's between. That's really hard.
I heard you like Mudkips.
No, I hate Mudkip. Mudkip's annoying. I don't like it at all actually. As much as I love water Pokemon, I don't like Mudkip.
Oh.
Um, I don't know, cause Charizard's like not Charizard. Charmander is like it's freaking like my childhood right there.
Oh, gee, yeah.
And same with Cyndaquil. They're both.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard. And then I really like Chimchar and Torchic. Now it's between generation 1 to 4. One of those. I'm just gonna have
Well,
to
then,
go ahead and say. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil?
Yes.
All right, all right. So here's another question for you. Out of those fire types, for their final evolution, who do you think was the most ferocious looking?
Oh man, it was definitely between. No, I'm gonna have to go ahead and say Charizard. Typhlosion is amazing. I love Typhlosion, but Charizard, because Charizard's a fucking dragon. He's a
I would
dragon.
hate, I would hate to be found in a dark alley with Charizard showing up behind me. That's for sure. That would scare the living crap out of me. Ugh,
I
I would
mean,
not.
Typhlosion is like he's like a dog, right? They're Cyndaquil and
Typhlosion?
is he?
He's like a dragon or a.
No, he's not a dragon. He's like a dog looking like a hound thing. Maybe he could be.
Man, you're making me look up all this
He almost
stuff.
looks like a
I wasn't
ferret.
ready for
Oh yeah,
this.
I'll look it up. Hold on.
No, I'm already looking it up.
Okay, we
So,
spent the last half
Typhlosion.
hour talking about Pokemon. Let's just quickly talk about this and move on.
Oh, but this is such a good topic.
I know it is.
Let's see. Typhlosion.
We can just save it for next time Pokemon news comes out. There'll be more Pokemon news coming out.
Oh, there's
that.
gonna be plenty of Pokemon
Yeah, yeah.
news.
So we'll
For
save
sure.
more. We'll ask you. Okay, what's your favorite fire type?
My favorite fire type,
Yes.
like
Out of
beyond the starters or just with the
all
starters?
all the starters, like out of all the starters. Same question
All
you
of
asked
the
me.
starters.
Same question you asked me.
Crap, my favorite fire type. Personally, I was never a fire type trainer to begin with. I know a lot of people out there are like, how do you not like fire type? They're the best kinds out there. I'm sorry. I'm not that kind of Pokemon trainer.
I'm not much of a leaf person, so.
Yeah, see. I never got into fire type Pokemon. Even if they were out like in the wild, when I would catch them, I wouldn't have them in my party. They were just there. They were just, part of my Pokedex. But if I had to pick a favorite, I would probably have to say Torchic.
Yeah. I like. I'm not much of a Torchic fan, but I do love, Blaziken. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Blaziken was the shit, and everyone can agree with me on that.
Well, Torchic I felt was a great combination of both flying and fire.
Yes.
And normally it's like with
Well,
fire
he's not really
types,
flying. Well, I get Torchic. Yeah, I guess he
but
can he
he
fly?
can gain flying abilities. Like he
Yeah.
got Peck, and he had.
But then
you
all
can
that goes
teach him-
away once he evolves because then he starts
Yeah,
going
then
to
you
a
teach him
fighting.
fighting moves.
Yeah, because he's a fighting Pokemon. So.
Yeah, which is a lot of the fire Pokemon.
Yeah, a lot
them
of
are
them.
fighting and
Yeah,
fire.
it's really weird.
Yeah.
Um,
But Torchic was my favorite. That was the only fire Pokemon I remember using that got me through more than half the game.
As for Leaf, it's like Bulbasaur was awesome. Chikorita was okay, and after that, I was like, what? Actually, no. No. I take that back. Shit, was it Greeko or wait? What was the
Trico?
Trico? Thank you. Trico was pretty cool too, but after that, I was like, eh. And then Water Pokemon, I think went down after, once after Gen 2. Like, because
But
Mudkip.
what
Ugh,
about Mudkip?
ugh, no. Mudkip is a joke
I
only. I will use him as a
no,
joke.
I
That's it.
loved Mudkip.
Yeah, no.
I loved Mudkip.
But yeah, Totodile and Squirtle were the shit.
Everybody loved Totodile. He's one of the most insane Pokemon out there,
Yes,
and he became a total BA later on.
yes.
Um,
Same with fucking Squirtle.
yeah, yeah, right. But I was never a fan uh, of the quote unquote two-legged Pokemon when it came to starters.
So you're
If
not
that makes
so you're not a
sense.
fan of Charmander or Squirtle or
Well, no, okay, hold on. Let me rephrase that.
or Trico.
After generation three, after
Okay.
generation three, I didn't really like Trico. And I didn't like Snivy. I didn't like um,
So I can't say much about.
Chimchar.
I can't really say much about. I actually can't really say anything about Gen 4 really. Can't say much about 3 because I never really beat the game yet. I can't say anything about Gen 5 because I was actually when the news around that was when that was coming out and they were like showing stuff off. I was really PO'd that to me it seemed like they were just saying screw all the old Pokemon. This is brand new stuff. I was like, that was to me that was kind of like a slap in the face. I was like, really? Like, I heard that you can in order to get the older Pokemon, you had to completely beat the game and everything. I'm like, I don't want to get to know these new Pokemon. I like the old one. What's wrong with the old one?
If you have a problem with the new Pokemon, then don't play the new Pokemon games. Just stick with the old ones.
Plus, I didn't like the designs of the new Pokemon. To be honest, when they were,
Yeah, I agree with you
I was like,
there.
like these are just not Pokemon. These are like animals almost. He was like
Okay,
anime
however, in Nintendo's defense, to be able to keep both old fans and new fans, obviously they're continuing on with the series with X
Yes,
and Y, and they also made Black and White
yes.
with brand new Pokemon, and
Black
you
and White
weren't able to
2.
collect. Yeah, but before Black and White 2, you weren't able to collect any of the older Pokemon.
Yeah,
It was all brand new
yeah.
Pokemon.
I was
Uh,
really upset about that. Like I was just like, what the fuck?
but see, the whole point of continuing on with the series is if you're an older fan and you want to continue on to see the new stuff,
Yes,
go for it. But also, if you're a new fan, if you've never played Pokemon before, this was a good start for you to, to hop on board.
yes,
But for us older fans, they released the remakes. Like they did Leaf Green and Fire Red for the
yes.
Game Boy
Which is
Advance.
awesome.
They did Soul Silver and Heart Gold for the DS. Heck, before you know it, they're gonna be remaking Sapphire and Ruby for the 3DS.
Yes,
I don't know. I don't know. But to be able to keep us new fans in, or the old fans in, and to keep the new fans coming in, they just got to keep on going, making their own stuff.
yes.
In their defense.
They
So,
just gotta. I mean, yeah, it's okay to come with new stuff. Like I'm totally down with that.
yeah.
It just at least keep the old Pokemon. It's there. Why get rid of
Which
it?
is why I think Black and White 2 was so good.
Yeah, because they added in the new Pokemon again.
You can catch everything,
Yeah.
not just the old Pokemon, or not just the new Pokemon, but all the old Pokemon too.
Yes.
Like you could be walking around the Unova region, and boom, a Wingull shows up. A Wingull that was 2 generations ago.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out
That's
how
awesome.
much longer are they gonna keep going. Like, eventually this world's gonna be filled up, and then we're gonna have like overlapping. Like, oh, this is right here, but this is actually where the home region's supposed to be. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
it's the number one. I hate to say this because I'm a Mario fan, but it's the number one selling Nintendo franchise
yes,
on the Nintendo systems. It's the only franchise that's been going as long as as Mario and as Zelda, and it's keeping up with everything. Unlike Metroid, how Metroid it comes and goes,
mm,
and Star Fox just comes and goes, and Kirby he comes and goes. But Pokemon and Zelda and Mario are the three franchises that just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going.
yes,
Um, if I had to take bets though on how many more generations that there are going to be, I want to bet at least 2 more before they start thinking about, oh, maybe we should just stop. Maybe we're making too many. At least. At the most, I'd say probably like another 5 generations. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe, possibly,
Maybe, possibly.
maybe possibly.
Oh, come on, put in your 2 cents here, man.
I don't know. I think maybe yeah. I would say two more generations, and then cut it out. Because really, like, then it's just gonna get overpopulated, and I don't know. It's just gonna keep going on and on and on, and like
And
how
then,
much bigger can you make the world? You know, and like how much more undiscovered islands that's been there forever are you gonna keep adding? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah.
like these
Well,
Pokemon have supposed to technically been there this entire time, and yet we know nothing about them until just now.
true, true. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
So yeah, it
Don't
does
judge
make
the
sense to me.
storyline. It's a kid storyline for God's sake.
Yeah.
Go easy on him, Matt. It's okay, buddy. However, if they play their cards right and it becomes a really, really popular series, maybe they'll throw all the Pokemon into one game series and make it like uh that one game for the GameCube. Is it Pokemon Coliseum?
Yeah,
No, Pokemon
something like that.
Pokemon XD, where you're like the main character and you wander around and you have to capture the dark Pokemon or whatever and put them back into normal state of mind or whatever.
Yes.
Um, Maybe they'll create a home console 3D
I'll
Pokemon
be
game.
right back. Keep it talking.
Oh, you would. Oh, he would leave me. He would leave me. But anyway, if they were to make a 3D world, kind of like how it is now with the Pokemon XY and the Pokemon Black and White, if they were just able to recreate a 3D world that made it look like Pokemon XD from the Nintendo GameCube and intertwined all the Pokemon into that series, but had the gameplay of the DS games, like where you walk around, or you start off in your main town, and then you go talk to the professor. The professor gives you your first Pokemon. You go out and explore the world, catch all the Pokemon.
I'm back.
Obviously, Team Rocket's up to no good. Blah 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 blah, or whatever the team is at that time. I don't know. Maybe they'll have team. I don't know. Team Star Trek. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah. Let's
if they were to keep the original gameplay of the Pokemon games they have now for the DS systems and the portable systems and put it into the GameCube format where it's 3D and looks pretty and you're able to start in your town to go to the professor, blah 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 blah, that would be epic. Everybody would be on board for that.
for a 3D Pokemon, which they're kind of already doing.
Well, one for the home console,
Oh, yeah, yeah, that'd be cool.
because obviously not everybody can afford home consoles. Well, they're more affordable, sadly enough, the portable consoles are more affordable than the home consoles are.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they're putting Pokemon games on the DS. But I don't know. I feel like my whole argument just became invalid.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Oh well. Sorry.
You rambled for no reason.
I know. I was doing
It's-
so good. I just defeated my own purpose.
So
Sad face.
let us move on because we've been on Pokemon for the past 40 minutes now.
There's nothing like
Well, no, but let's. We got other things to talk about.
that. Yeah.
So another thing that kind of popped up in the news today, kind of going more towards the movie entertainment. I guess more like TV show. The Shield show has been picked up by NBC or ABC.
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 Not NBC. Oh, shame.
I don't know. It was one of those stations. I don't know. I don't watch too much
It's
TV, to be honest.
ABC. ABC is owned by Disney. Disney owns Marvel, so obviously,
Yeah.
if you think about it, it would only make sense.
So I mean, it could have even ended up on. Actually, no, it could have. Never mind. I take that back. So yeah, there's a TV spot showing off. Like it has like small glimpse of things. And the big news for that is that Agent Coulson is going to be in it. and
Agent
apparently it's
Coulson.
gonna take place after Avengers. So everyone's like, how does that work? Like, because at first when news started coming up about that, they said that Coulson was gonna be in it, so everyone just assumed that it was gonna take place before Avengers. Um, but Josh Whedon, I think Josh Whedon came out and said that's actually gonna take place after Avengers, and everyone was like, what? That doesn't make much sense. But the whole idea of Shield, a show about Shield, just didn't really appeal to me. To be honest, like you're gonna make a show about just like who are essentially FBI agents, technically, but they don't deal with aliens or anything. Like they deal with superheroes, um, and that's all it's gonna be. It's probably just gonna be another freaking like. It sounded to me like another NCIS or one of these detective like try and figure out the crime kind of shows a little bit with drama and then between the
I don't know.
but
I don't
well
know.
it looks like there's actually going to be superheroes, so it might actually have potential. So I am going to at least watch the first episode and
Yeah.
have that be the episode that's going to make or break the show for me. That's what I usually do with shows. I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit down and watch the first episode, and if I really like it, I'll continue watching it. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna continue watching it,
Yeah, the
and it'll
pilot episode.
yeah.
When does the pilot come out? Do you
I
know?
don't know. I didn't get that news, but
Let me see if I can find it.
yeah, please. Um, so I guess there are gonna be people with superpowers. They're not gonna be anyone. I don't think they're gonna be anyone we know of, at least that looks
Nothing yet.
like. It's definitely not gonna be. You're definitely not gonna see Thor or Captain America from. And if they do put that in there, they probably won't get the actual actors. They'll probably be like someone who actors will look like them if they decide to put that in there. There's nothing confirmed yet, but it does look like there are going to be some superpower kind of stuff going on. So, um, yeah,
Yeah, well, it looks pretty good. Don't get me
I
wrong.
just
The
really want to know what's up with this whole Agent Coulson
Agent
deal.
Coulson, yeah, the whole dealio.
I wonder if he's like an
It's
android or something, or like a hologram or something. I don't
I
know.
have a feeling they use some kind of technology to be able to make him like part android. To be
Maybe
completely honest.
that'd be cool.
So it says
Make him
here
bionic.
that Joss Whedon he's the producer of the TV
Yeah,
show.
which I'm pretty sure
Um,
he's even helping the writers.
yeah, and the writer for Smallville, Jeff Loeb,
Loeb.
it's Loeb,
I
Loeb.
It's probably Loeb.
Is that Loeb?
It's probably Loeb.
It sounds like Loeb to me. He is gonna be he's gonna write the pilot.
Okay.
So and he also it turns out he also wrote uh or
I mean,
the
if
co-writers.
I think that it
Uh,
might be good because if Josh Whedon is involved, I mean, Josh Whedon, he's done TV before. He did Firefly, so
exactly. Yeah, as of now, it doesn't say anything about the pilot episode. This stupid no, stop talking. I keep getting ads on my freaking
ad blocker, man, ad blocker.
website. Well, it's those ones that appear on the side.
Yeah.
You know how they have the little videos? It just starts playing right off the bat. You're like,
You just
ah,
need ad
shut
blocker,
up.
man. It'll block those all instantly. You using Chrome or
I'm using Chrome
yeah
right now.
use
Yeah.
it is ad blocker for that. So is the ad
Don't
blocker
judge me.
it's free too. You don't need to pay anything.
Oh, thank God! I might need to get one of those.
Yeah,
It's
dude, just
irritating as heck.
go to the extensions and you can download that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, the more you know.
Yep.
Ding.
Yeah, there's one for they made one for Firefox too. It's AdBlocker Plus.
Nice.
It works perfectly.
Thank God.
I don't deal with ads
Alright,
ever.
well,
Even on
yeah.
YouTube.
Well, going back to the. I have to sneeze. Going back to the Shield TV show.
Just move away from the mic. Move away from the mic.
Hold on.
Move away from the
Like,
mic.
It's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
Forget it. I hate that feeling.
But it's only because
Anyway.
you concentrated on it. That's why.
Well, because I wanted it to come out. I
Exactly.
hate it when it doesn't go in.
When you concentrate, oh my, when you concentrate, it doesn't actually happen most of the time. Every time
That
I'm like,
was
oh, I gotta sneeze. I got. Oh wait, never mind. It's gone.
that whole phrase I just said was a whole "that's what she said"
Yes,
moment.
it is.
Oh. Well, I hope she didn't say any of that.
Oh my.
Anyway, so going back to Shield. There is no pilot date as of now that we can see. However, if you guys see the pilot date anywhere in the next couple of weeks, we'll be sure to keep you updated. We'll update you guys next week if we hear anything new, of course. However, it is going to be on ABC, and it looks decently decent.
Yes.
So it looks worth watching. If you're a Marvel fan, you're probably going to watch it anyway, even though you're going to be like, oh, this sucks. There's no Iron Man. You're still going to watch it. You're still going to watch it. And I totally forgot what I was going to say prior to that. Oh, speaking of Marvel, right now on my computer, I am downloading Marvel Heroes,
Yeah, it's
the new MMORPG.
the beta is actually there's no beta open right now.
Yes, there is.
Right now?
It's open right now for the next 24 hours.
Son of a bitch.
That's why I'm downloading it, but I've been
Alright.
downloading it since 11 o'clock this morning. I'm only at 8%.
Shit, I gotta play a little bit now. Yeah, I have her
By the time I'm
downloaded and
done-
everything already. It's already
By the time
installed.
this is done, the beta's going to be over. I don't even know why I'm bothering. High hopes.
Yeah, it does take a while. I had to like download it and then like I think it finished when I left for the night and I came back and it was like finished the next day. I was like, damn it.
Damn it. Yeah, so the beta's only open till tomorrow morning. I guess it's supposed to be ending at, I think it's 10? Yeah, 10 a.m. Tuesday, May 14th is when it's be closing.
So,
So Matt, if you think you can download it in the next couple hours.
no, it's already downloaded and installed and everything. Like, because I was trying to do it because they had a weekend. They're doing an open beta weekend thing, like
Yeah,
2
the
weeks
open
ago.
beta was just this past weekend too, but I guess they had like a lot of online problems yesterday, so
Yeah.
they extended it. By
I think
another
it's what it
24
is. Maybe I
hours.
think they just might be having problems because everyone's trying to download it once. It's probably it.
I guess.
So,
guess.
Um,
Well, anyway, that.
and
had nothing
speaking
to do
of
with
superheroes,
superheroes.
I just watched today the Superman. What was it? Okay, lost my train of thought. I just had a brain fart. Yeah, Superman Unbound. I apologize. My brain kind of just went. Meh.
Superman
So
Unbound.
Superman Unbound. It
Spirit.
just came out. It's an animated film. It's not a live action film. It's kind of short. It's only like an hour and 15 minutes. It is definitely worth watching. The animation is really good. I love the way they drew the characters. It's really good art style. It's basically a retelling of the Brainiac story, like kind of the first encounter of Brainiac. They did change some things. My knowledge was I'm not sure if this was the original plan, but from my knowledge, like Brainiac was from Krypton, whereas in this movie he's not from Krypton. He's just I don't know some. He never really told the origins. They just said that he's just he's this robot that goes around and wants to gain all the knowledge of the universe. So Superman has to fight this guy and he has to save the Earth because he goes to destroy the Earth. Because that's what he does. He gains like the knowledge of all the planets and then he destroys the planets.
That's so noble of Superman to always know who to take down during the day.
Yeah, around the same time, he also has help because this was it starts like I guess like shortly after Supergirl shows up. So it kind of starts off where like Supergirl is like she's I don't know, it just kind of goes nowhere, but like she has like issues of trying to adjust to the world and everything because she's still new and doesn't really know exactly how to be the superhero, like she's going around and she's fighting basically who she feels are bullies like terrorists and human traffickers and stuff. Like she'll just go and fight these guys and like threaten them and stuff, like she'll hold them up in the air and then like ready her laser eyes something Superman wouldn't do, you know.
The only
um,
thing Superman knows how to do. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I
Superman
don't want
only
to get
uses his
shunned
laser
by the
eyes when
community.
he like really has to, or if he's fighting robots. He'll be like, "Oh, these are metal. I can fire my lasers."
Fire my laser,
uh, so
Doctor
so yeah, it was
Octopus.
really good though. Everyone else wraps up pretty nicely, just except for that whole Supergirl thing. It didn't really go anywhere. Um, it was a good start though. It just never really it never really went anywhere, like I just said. So, um,
Well, I like that whole conversation.
yes. What?
I'm
Shut
sorry.
up.
I know. I'm giving you
So
a
I'm
hard
not gonna. I don't
time.
want to. I don't want to say any more because any more will start. It will start to ruin the movie for you. So just go watch it. I highly recommend watching it. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't watch Superman. So to be completely honest, my first Superman movie is going to be Superman Man of Steel.
Really, you haven't even seen the other
Yeah.
movies? You have to see those movies, dude.
Nope.
They're good.
I've seen bits and pieces, so I know like the jokes and stuff people tell, but I don't know. I've never actually seen them all the way through.
Just watch if you ever do. Watch 1 and 2. Don't watch 3 and 4.
I was gonna
And
say I heard
don't
3 and 4
really
was
watch
terrible.
Returns either. Returns was horrible.
Was that the one that was in 2006?
Yeah, with what's his face? I don't remember his.
Yeah, with what's his face?
I don't remember
Yeah,
his
that
name. I
guy.
don't remember his name. I just know that
I don't know.
he was also in. He had a short part. Or he had a small part in Zack and Mary.
Oh my god, I heard that movie's awesome too.
Yes, you have to watch that movie. I'm like,
I
yeah,
know
you would.
I'm a big movie geek, but I haven't seen a lot of movies.
It's probably because I've seen more because that's all I do. I watch movies more than TVs, to be honest. I don't watch a
Yeah,
lot of
I'm not a
TV.
big TV watcher. I watch TV shows. Like I have certain shows I need to watch. but
Nowadays,
other
I have
shows
to.
I don't explore.
Nowadays,
So
I have to like record the shows. I don't watch on my own
yeah,
time. Um. Okay, so I
I think that's actually everything we
that's
had to
all.
cover
Yeah,
this afternoon.
yeah. I guess. Do you want to do our other thing, real quick?
Oh, what's our other thing?
We wanted to review a certain game.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Yeah. Oh my God.
Did you-
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. So going back into video games.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put on your hats,
everything
your
else was
goggles, and
kinda-
your glasses, for we are about to hop inside the time machine and go back into 1996
Yes.
to review a new video game that just came out. If
At
this
that
was
point.
1996. Use your imaginations, people.
A new game has just come
Jeez.
out on the awesome console. I was called
The
N64,
stellar Nintendo 64.
and which also kind of has the same name. Okay, screw it. Mario 64.
This was Matt's idea, not
Yes.
mine. Believe it or not.
Well, because we have a little bit of time, so we can do this.
Yeah,
So
we got some time.
Mario 64. It came out when we were kids. Did it come out at the same time as Nintendo 64? Was it one of the first games that came out with it?
It was the game that got released with the Nintendo
Okay,
64.
yes. So, so yeah, again, this was something everyone has played if you had ever owned an N64, if you actually got
Fun
it brand new.
fact, the only Nintendo console this far, or there's actually two of them, that were not released with a Mario game was the Nintendo 3DS and the Nintendo Wii.
Yes. Because I don't think Mario games...
All other Nintendo systems have been released with a Mario game.
Yeah, because those games, like, just weren't
Those
ready.
games
They
sell.
weren't ready yet at the time when those consoles came out. So
Yeah, back in the day.
yeah. So anyways, so Mario 64.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome. Gameplay was tight. Very balanced. Shut up. Not that kind of tight.
I'm sorry.
Um,
It made me giggle.
graphics wise, today it's horrible in today's standards.
No,
but
Today,
today's standards.
It's not the best. It's not horrible. Do you want to know what horrible graphics is for today? Final Fantasy VII.
Take that back.
No.
Okay, yeah, okay. It was a little bit.
Fantasy VII to today's
Hey,
standards
hey,
are
hey,
terrible graphics.
hey.
Matt, tell me I'm wrong.
That was no. I'm not gonna tell you
Matt,
wrong because you know why?
Matt,
You know why? You know why? You wanna know
what?
why?
Why? Why?
Because the graphics were
Because that's your only
actually
Matt.
better, but okay, it was at par because the graphics were better, but in order for them to be better, they had to pre-render everything. It was all pre-render backgrounds. So basically, the only
Okay,
thing that was really 3D was like anything that moved. The rest of the
which
environments that and the parts of environments that didn't move were all pre-rendered, as in like it was it's all just static. It's like a giant picture if you think about it.
okay. Let me go ahead and rephrase that then. On the main map, when you're wandering around as Cloud,
Okay, that
Cloud model was terrible until you got into a battle sequence.
yeah, that was because of um processing issues. It couldn't process a lot.
Exactly my point.
So
No excuse.
it is that's shut up.
No excuse.
And plus this was the first like this was the first time they ever did a 3D Final Fantasy. This is the first time you ever saw that. The
This is the
first
first time
time
it's a Super Mario game. Well, no, that's not true. Super Mario RPG.
Final Fantasy 6 was the last like of the main series was the last game to be completely 2D. Like 2D characters, 2D environments, everything. So it was a giant leap from completely 2D to 3D to completely 3D. So
Fine.
um so anyways, we're rambling again, so we're getting off topic here. Mario 64 the story is um Mario is invited to Peach's castle, which it's funny.
Can I like recite that whole paper that she wrote? Is that okay? I've
No,
played the game enough times.
no.
Oh.
Um, is it quick?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Make it quick.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I've baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool.
Okay, yeah, I forgot it was like super short. That almost seems like a trap to me, to be honest.
Trap. It's because Peach is devious and she likes to lure Mario into places he doesn't want to go. You know what I mean?
Like Zelda. Like no,
You know what
yeah,
I
like
mean?
Zelda with Link. I'm just kidding.
It's the Nintendo princesses, man. They're devious.
Anyways, so they go into the castle. He goes to the castle, which the outside of the castle to me looked very similar to the Hyrule Castle in Ocarina of Time. It looked very similar. It almost was set up very similar too. Okay, it's a giant castle. It's got grass fields and it's surrounded by rocks. What does that sound like? I mean,
There's more trees than rocks.
I mean, they're both made separately. Like I think there was a little bit more to the Hyrulean Castle than there was to
Oh yeah.
like the outside of the castle, anyways. To um, Princess Peach's castle, but
Yeah, Princess Peach's castle is full of magic.
yeah,
Magic.
all the stuff was on the inside of the castle. Um,
Indeed.
so yeah, I think the outside looked very similar. Anyways, so what's I going with that? Oh yeah, so you
I
get
forgot what you're
there
talking
and
about.
then what was it? What was it? It wasn't Princess Peach like Bowser was
Well,
already captured already when you got there,
you
right?
start off in the field,
Yes.
and there's like Lakitu flying around with his little video camera,
Yes.
and that's how you get your camera angles. I thought that was really clever. It's like a TV show.
Mm.
Um, and Mario jumps out of a warp pipe after he gets the letter, and they explain how to play the game or whatever. Welcome to the Mushroom Kingdom. Blah 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 blah. You run up to the bridge, and Lakitu stops you and says, "Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and film this for documentary reasons." Blah 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 blah. And once you go inside, Bowser. It turns out Bowser's beat you there,
Mm.
and he said you'll never see your princess again, kind of thing. And Mario panics. Oh no, what do I do? What do I do?
Oh.
And as you're, whoa, that whole thing. And when he's running, when you're running around the castle, you notice on all the doors.
Oh yeah,
there's like a
another thing.
star.
There was a moat too. There's a moat in both castles too.
That's true.
I'm not kidding, dude. They're like almost the same.
However, one moat gets emptied halfway through the game.
Yeah, I know.
So, fun
Anyways,
fact.
continue on with the story. I'm sorry.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Pat, 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 pat. Anyway, um, so when you're running around the castle, you notice that all the doors have little stars on them that have a number on the inside. You have to have that amount of stars to be able to get through that section to be able to go into the next area of the castle. So obviously you start on the left side, you jump through the painting. All the paintings in the Mushroom Kingdom are magical. If you jump through a painting, you go to that world and you have to go through that time period or that place where the
Yes.
painting was painted or
Yeah, like
whatever the
basically
magic is
the
behind it.
you have to go into the world of the painting, and you have to collect. What was it, like 5 stars per world or something like that?
I think it's isn't it 8 stars per world?
I don't know. I thought that was 5, but
Ba 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 ba. Most pickle.
wow, really? So yeah, so you go to each room, you collect stars, and in order to get into the other rooms, you had to collect a certain amount. You had to have a certain amount of stars to get into those rooms, and you basically just kept doing that. That was the entire game, kind of going to this world, doing all these
You have
mini
to
games,
collect
fighting
all the
bosses.
stars possible, and you have to collect 80 stars to be able to fight the final Bowser, where you actually save Peach, and
Yes,
the whole
the whole
Mushroom
shabam.
Kingdom is saved yet again. Peach regains throne.
There's other things that you can use the stars for, like if you collect all 120 stars, you can get Yoshi, who's on top of the castle. Um,
He gives you like unlimited lives or
Something like that.
something. I never got 120 stars to be completely
I actually, to
honest.
be completely honest, I never really got that far into the game because like a lot of the mini games are hard. Like you had to be really creative and you had to really think about how to beat the game. And
Oh yeah.
I was
Oh
just like
yeah.
my creativity with playing games was like out the window when I was a kid. So
I remember one of my favorite missions though, or one of my favorite worlds was
I did find out
in
recently there's a glitch too.
what?
There's a glitch where you can get up to Bowser early.
Oh yeah, I saw that video on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's almost
that's hard to do though.
yeah,
You have to do it like just right, otherwise it's not gonna work.
kind of similar to the Link to the Past, where there's a glitch in the beginning of the game where you can skip all the way to the Ganon fight at the end.
That's bogus. That should not happen. That defeats the whole purpose of the
Yeah, pretty
game.
much.
It's like no money for you.
Like, how are you able to beat him though? Like, you don't have the Master Sword, and you don't have the Triforce. It's like how are you supposed to beat Ganon without any of that? I mean, with the
Well,
Master Sword, you probably could beat him, but like you'd have to go back. I don't think it would work after that point. I don't know.
see when you reach Ganon, like I saw the glitch video
Yeah,
of Ocarina of Time, where he's able to reach Ganon before he does
really.
anything else. Like he does like the DQ tree, and then right after that he goes straight to Ganon.
Almost reminds me of there's a glitch someone found in Twilight Princess where you can get the Master Sword early. There's a certain area where you have to, while you're in your wolf mode, you're supposed to jump up onto the rocks, and then like there's no hidden walls up there, so you just run, and then there's an area that you can like kind of transition into, and then there's Master Sword right there. You can get it early.
But nobody obsesses over Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I know. I'm just because
I'm s-
you mind one thing, and then I was like, oh yeah,
I'm
about that
sorry
glitch.
Nintendo, but
Yeah,
Twilight Princess was a good game for its time, but
I need
it's
to
not
beat
the
that
same
game.
as Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask or A Link to the Past.
Let me beat Skyward Sword because I'm almost done with that, and then I'll go back to Twilight Princess.
For those of you who played Skyward Sword, put what happens at the end and ruin it for
No,
Matt in the
no,
comments below.
no! I don't want it. I don't
Link.
want it.
Send him the link below
No,
of the YouTube video. Be like,
no!
Matt, this is for
Taylor, I
you.
will kill you,
I'm
and
a
I will
terrible
delete
person.
any comment.
That'd be messed up.
Yes, I would. Anyways, back to
But please
Mario.
do it just to
Back
see
to
if I
Mario.
know any messed up
Back to
people out there
Mario.
in the world. Please.
Back to
Please.
Mario.
Anyway, yeah, then, so it's every Mario game is the exact same storyline. It's just told in different versions.
Yes. Um,
Bowser takes Peach, or Bowser tries to take over the Mushroom
and
Kingdom,
then
and then
Mario
Mario
has to
has
go
to stop
through
him.
and go to different areas or worlds. Depending on what game you're playing. So yeah,
Like Super Mario Galaxy, it's just like every other Mario game.
basically, it's pretty
Bowser
much the
takes
same.
Peach.
It's
You
basically
get
it's
stuck
a
in
new
the
Mario game with
space.
new mechanics. So
Yeah, that's a great game, by the way. It's a great game.
yeah,
And another really good game is
so,
New Super Mario Bros. A lot of people think, "Oh no, it's not that good." It's really good.
yeah, it's going
It's a
back
really good
to the
experience.
original Mario because like they ever
Yeah.
since 64 came out, they've been doing all this like third person view or something. Like you're controlling him, you're looking down at him, or you're behind him,
Mm-hmm.
or something. So it was nice to kind of go back to the whole 2D
Back to the
scrolling.
roots.
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. But like I said
although
last
I
episode, there
still
is
don't
an
like the whole
untitled.
multiplayer.
What?
I don't like the multiplayer stuff. It's like that's not really the old Mario. That's not the original Mario.
Well, see, that's the point. They're not trying to
Yeah,
recreate the
no.
old Mario. They're trying to recreate the feel of the old Mario with brand new
Yeah, no.
gimmicks. So, and it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. It's a popular franchise now. So, but like I said last episode, there is a new untitled Mario project that Nintendo is working on that should be coming out. Well, they're going to be talking about it at E3 this year at the Nintendo booth. Hopefully, some good
Something
stuff.
new.
Hopefully, it's some good stuff. Something with the feel of Mario Galaxy that's not Mario Galaxy.
Mhm.
So they need another 3D platformer.
Because like as much as I like
No more
the
side-scrolling
new Super Mario
platformers.
Bros. Is like it is getting a little old with the they keep releasing newer versions of that. For the last 6 years, they've been releasing
Yeah,
new Super Mario, new Super Mario. It's like the same
it's
shit.
like new Super Mario Bros, newer Super Mario Bros, newest Super Mario. Guys, it's only been 5 years.
6 years.
Stop
It was 2006, right?
Yeah,
When it came out, when the first one came out.
2000,
No, so it's been 7
2000.
years. Then, if it's 2006,
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go check my poster here. Hold on.
I keep.
I have a new Super Mario Bros. Poster in my room. Don't judge me. Da 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 da. 2006.
Okay, yeah. So it's been 7 years now.
It's been 7 years. It's been 7 years. It's been a long time, sir.
Mhm.
It's been a long time.
So
Yeah, good old Mario. He
good
never
old
gets
Mario.
old. He's invincible, just like me. You okay there, Chief?
Yeah.
You're
Uh,
zoning out, man.
no. Just
Excuse
so
me.
yeah, 64 was pretty cool. Like I said, gameplay is good.
Hooray!
Like at the time, the
So,
graphics were amazing. At the time, Final
review.
Fantasy 7 was amazing.
What would you rate Super Mario Bros? Well, not
Super
Super
Mario
Mario Bros.
64.
Sorry, Super Mario 64. Yeah,
Um,
out of 10 stars.
out of 10 stars. Um,
10 stars.
I
It's
don't know. It
Mario,
was pretty
dude.
solid, so I'm gonna have to give it a 10. There was nothing wrong with it. Even going back and looking at like old gameplay. I don't have the game anymore, so going back and looking at old gameplay, I would still have to say it's pretty solid. Um, it's probably like going back and playing it now, it's probably a little clunky, but it's like you can't blame that. That's just happens over time. Happens with a lot of games actually over time. When you go back and play those
Right.
older games, it's like, this is nothing like newer games. You have to get back into the whole like feel of playing older games. So I can't
Yeah.
judge
Yeah. Very
something
true.
on something that's been over time. I judge something on when it came out. So when it came out, it was awesome. So I'll have to give it a 10.
See, that's difficult for me to rate because that was my very, 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 very first Mario game ever. So I had nothing to compare it to. That was my first. No, not my first video game ever, but it was my first Nintendo 64 game. Like I said last episode, I think I grew up with Sonic,
Hmm.
so I was never really into Mario until later, later late 90s. But if I had to rate it due to today's standards, I'd probably give it a 8.
Nate?
But to back then standards, I'd probably give it a 10.
Yeah.
No, I'd give it a 9.
Really?
Because Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was the perfect game for me back then, storyline wise and everything. So that would have gotten a
Well,
10.
yeah. I guess story wise, it's nothing different. Say I actually give it a 9. Then I take back what I said. So nine works. Because story
9,
wise,
9.5.
I mean, with Mario games, there's never really much of a story to begin with, anyways. Because
Exactly.
it's always the same thing. It's always, oh, let's go save Princess Peach.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. People don't play Mario games for the
No,
story. They play it for the
exactly.
experience, you know?
So no, it doesn't need to be a story, but still.
Yeah. Hell, you know, the first game didn't even have a story.
No, no, there
The
wasn't.
very first Super
No,
Mario Bros., there was no
they throw you
story.
into a game. It's like, and then at the end you'll find out that you're just trying to. Or at the end of the first world, you'll find out just trying to save a princess. So.
Yeah. So you don't find out until the last level of the first world
Oh, I'm
that
trying
there
to
was a
save a
princess that was
princess.
taken. So you're like, oh, well, looks like I got to keep going then.
Hmm.
Yeah. Even though it's the same boss
Yeah, I think
every
there's supposed
single
to be
one.
like fake Bowser's or something in the first one.
I guess. I
Well, because later
guess.
on, then it was like, and you fought all the Koopa kids.
Oh man, the Bowser. Okay, so I was playing Super Mario Bros. Yesterday on my Wii,
Mm.
the original Super Mario Bros. From 1985, and that last Bowser in the World 8 Level 4 castle,
Mm.
because he spits fireballs, he jumps a lot, he throws like 15 hammers at you per jump, like a hammer bro
Hmm.
does. Oh my
I think
god.
this summer,
I was sitting at the end of that bridge like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I
I
do?
think this summer, on a day where we both have nothing to do and we're not doing the show, we need to like get together and play some Super Mario.
Like the original
Yeah.
Mario? Okay.
I mean, or one of the
We should do a Let's
originals.
Play.
Well, yeah, I don't have any way of. I don't have a recording. I don't have any means of
Go
recording
on
it though.
to they have some for like $20 online. Just pick one up.
I don't got money again. I'm like broke right now. I'm gonna be broke for the next couple
Well,
weeks, so
we'll know for the next
because I have to pay bills
2 days. We get paid
and
Thursday.
hours. Well, yeah, but I'm not getting a lot of money. Hours have been
Oh,
kind of
sad.
slow, you know that.
Well, when you become less poor and more less poor, then go ahead and purchase one of those bad boys so we can do a
Yeah.
capture
All
video.
right.
And we can
Because
do
then
a
I can get away
Mario
from
Street.
getting. I can also get away from. I'd say that's since we're getting towards the end of the show. Um, I got to do some promotions here because
Promotions.
so I don't know if you guys have known, but I also do Let's Plays. I've been doing PC games, and I don't mean to copy PewDiePie, because I know that I've been playing a lot of the games I play are also games that he's played. It's just because that I don't have, like I said, I don't have any means of recording console games, which is what I really want to do. Because that's what I normally play. I normally play console games, but I don't have any means of doing that. So I only have means of recording PC games. So I've been playing these smaller games. So yeah, check out Ace's Let's Play. Um, I only get around to them when I can because it takes a little bit more to do Let's Plays than it does to do this show. Um, so definitely check that out. Um, also, I have another show which I haven't done any new episodes and like anything recently, but Ace's Let's Play. So check that out. Um, so yeah, and then Taylor, do you have any promotions? Can I know you?
Do I have any promotions? No promotions, but I do have an update on my project that I've been working on. If any of you who don't know, if you're first-time viewers, well,
Well, you
welcome
haven't.
to the show.
I don't. Yes, I don't think everyone
Um,
knows about your project. You haven't
well,
mentioned it at all.
everybody at work and not listening to this podcast knows, or
Yes.
people who are listening to this podcast that are part of my life know. Um, but I do have a project that I'm working on. It's a pretty darn big project from what everyone's been reading and saying, and a lot of people are really excited about it. But due to financial issues, I am unable to afford costumes for said project, so I'm going to be starting off a little smaller than I expected. We're just going to be doing, it's basically video game skits, video game parodies, um, possibly TV show parodies, and just parodies on parodies, with parodies and parakeets and paramedics and
And I'm part of this
very
project,
shorts. And
correct? Or is this
Matthew is indeed a part of this
okay?
project as of now. He is, well, not as of now. He's been part of this project for a while now. He's been reading my scripts. Well, I think he's read a
I've
few
read a
of them.
few,
I don't know
yeah.
if he's been. Yeah.
Because you need help with
Um,
writing one of your characters. So
Oh my gosh, yeah, I've been struggling keeping personalities, but that's the scripts he's been reading were all for the big
Yeah, which
series
is,
that
they're
I was
actually really
planning on
good.
filming.
Um, it's
It's gonna be more exciting when it's filmed. Right now, when you read it, you're like, oh, well, that seems cool, but will it look cool?
mhm.
Um, so like I said before, we're just gonna be doing small
Yeah, do you want to start
skits.
filming this summer too? Like, I
Yeah.
bet you're going on that, dude. If you want to get some, um, are you gonna need me to get like costumes and stuff for my character, or I don't know how I'm gonna go about doing that with the character I'm playing. So,
Uh, well, we'll talk about that after the
okay,
show.
yeah,
We'll talk about that after the show. We got you and I got some stuff to discuss about that. But basically, again, it's just parody skits. Basically, the skits are going to be like little cartoons. But they're not like cartoons. They're going to be based off of cartoons, I guess. It's just going to be funny stuff that happens to Mario and Luigi and Link,
yes,
um, and all the hard times they go through, and all this weird, funky stuff happens to them, and they're probably going to be like at the most 8 minutes long, at the least like 3 or 4 minutes.
mm-hmm.
So they're not going to be very long at all. I'm planning on releasing one like every 2 weeks during the summer. So that's gonna give me a good 6 7 episodes out just to get my name out there.
Mm-hmm.
So but for now, we just gotta wait for more income to help with costumes a little bit. And sounds like Matt's interested in helping with costumes.
Yes. Well, I mean, for my character, I'm not gonna. I don't have the
For
money to
for
help
Matt's
with.
character.
I don't have the money to help with everyone's characters. You have a lot of characters in there, so
Well, that's for the big series, of course.
yes,
So, yeah. So, you can go ahead and keep an eye out for that. It's going to be on my channel. You can go ahead and post my channel
yes.
link below if you want there, Chief. None of my current videos that are on there are very good. I'm warning you now. They are not very good. But my most popular one is the drive-through Mario video.
I'm still
The one
trying
that
to figure
was
out how
right
you're
after
able to do that
Comic-Con.
because I tried that once and I got in trouble. So, um,
It was right after Comic-Con, and I was starving, and my little brother was with me, and I was dressed as Mario. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna order my food like Mario. Go ahead and film this. So just go ahead and watch. It's in my channel below somewhere. I'm not quite sure what it's under, but just take a look around my channel. You'll find it somewhere.
so
Um,
actually, it's funny because I did that for one of the videos that's actually on my channel. Um, it's one of my Ace of Spades chat um, videos, and it was me and my friend who some of you know as the Turtle or King of Hearts on Ransom with the Cards, and we got together and talked about. It was right after the release of Kingdom Hearts, and we were talking about it. So we were gonna do like this whole drive-through thing, and we had to actually just cut that out because like towards the end, like the manager came out, he put the camera away. So we're like, fuck. All right,
where'd you guys
we went to
go?
McDonald's.
Well, there you go. You have to go someplace fun where they don't mind that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we don't know. We didn't know that either. We just assumed we were able to get away with it.
Taco Bell
I guess.
and KFC are
We
normally
just
good
went
places to
somewhere
go.
close, and McDonald's was right there. So
Shame on you.
what? It was funny
Shame
though.
on you.
We went over to the mall parking lot and like ate. We just opened the trunk and sat down on my trunk and ate, and people were like giving us looks like, "What the hell are they doing? Why is there a camera in
That's awesome.
front?" And then we were there for like 10 minutes, and we're just filming us eating, and then we like, okay, let's go. Pack it up, let's go. And then we went to my house and finished the video. So, anyways, so yeah, check out Ace of Spades chat, and also there's another channel that used to. All right, sorry about that. Internet
And
problems.
that's how my hamster died.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just kidding.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so there's another channel that I have that we haven't posted anything in probably a year or so, probably more than a year now. Which where we did Ransom with the Cards. That's gonna be closing down soon. Soon. There's
Quote
one
unquote.
more thing that we're going to be doing, um, and after that, it's when we'll close it down. It's either close it
They're
down
gonna.
or that's basically. I don't know. I don't know if I'll leave it up or not. But we will be. basically that whole entire Ransom of the Cards is gonna be like done. Like we're not gonna do anything new. Um, so, but after this one last thing we're gonna do, so watch out for that. That will be coming in the near future. I'm not sure
In the
entirely.
very near
Very near
future.
future. I'm not sure when, but it will be.
Very near.
It will be awesome, and it'll be a good. It'll be a good way to wrap up that channel. Nothing. I don't
Indeed.
want to give anything away, especially since we're still kind of discussing things. Um, Nothing's set in stone yet. So, and what I'm talking about now may not even happen, but we definitely we're gonna try our hardest for it to happen. So just yeah, look out for anything new on that channel, and I'll post something up that kind of give you to let everyone know, give everyone a heads up as to what's gonna happen.
Indeed. Indeed. Again, all these links will be posted at the bottom
Yes,
of the comments here.
in the comment section
Or at the
below,
top of the comments. The what's it called again?
the description box.
Description box. Thank you. Description box.
So look out for that. And then yeah, next week I think we're gonna try and have our next guest on. We want to have him on today, but he couldn't figure out how to work Skype, and so
Which is hysterical because he is one of the most tech savvy people I've
right.
known.
It was like he can't
And
figure
yeah,
this
he
out.
can't figure out how to work Skype on a Windows 8.
Oh,
So
whatever.
who would have thought?
I don't know. Maybe it's just his computer acting up or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
It was at Best Buy too. How can you not figure that out?
Yeah, there you go. Come on.
I don't know. So
Yeah,
he's
go ahead and
gonna.
tell all his coworkers about that.
So he
Don't
said he was
laugh at
gonna
him
try
for
and figure it
days.
out, and he was gonna try and get on next week. And then we still have another guest lined up to come on
I'll probably
at some
do him
point.
the following week.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Not do him literally. Taylor,
Matthew.
you're the one who said it.
But I wasn't thinking
Yeah,
it
okay.
like that.
Okay.
For
Yeah, okay.
shame.
For shame on you, pal.
Pal?
Yes.
I'm not your pal,
Buddy.
buddy.
Amigo.
I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend.
All right.
Okay,
Well, this has been going on for an hour and 30 minutes. No, an hour and 20 minutes now. Over now.
I don't know how people are gonna sit through
So,
this whole
I
episode.
don't know either. We
I'm
rambled on.
surprised if you guys are still.
We
sitting there
apologize for
listening.
rambling. We talked a lot about
Yeah,
Pokemon,
this is one of our longer episodes too.
and just with the two of us too.
I know who'd have thought, right?
Anyways,
My gosh.
so we're gonna wrap it up here. Is that everything we need to talk about for announcements?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. Well, I am Matt.
And I'm Taylor. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you very much. See you.
Or this morning, or this night, or whenever you're listening to this.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll talk to you guys next week.